What's up? This is Feliciano, and I'm sitting here with our client, Gabriel. And our client has become fluent before only 4 months. That's amazing. And I thought I'm just inviting him for an interview to talk about the history on how exactly we have helped him to get there, and also inspires you to become conversational or fluent in Spanish. So first of all, Gabriel, congratulations. And tell me, how much do you speak Spanish now?
Bueno, mucho más que antes, pero bueno, había tenido experiencias con clases de español, de verdad, aplicaciones y libros y todo, pero no aprendí casi nada, ¿sabes? Y ojalá hubiera empezado antes con vosotros, porque antes no tenía confianza de hablar, porque no quería hacer errores. Ahora, claro, tengo más confianza hablando todos los días. Y encantado leer libros, libros, cuentos de B2, aprendo mucho más y habla mucho más también.
¿Podrías presentarte? Es decir, contarnos un poco quién eres, cómo eres.
Claro. Soy Gabriel, soy alemán. Nací en Alemania, pero vivo en muchos países, en Escocia, en Londres y en Asia. Y vivo aquí en Madrid 3 años y antes en Ibiza 2 años y medio, pero de verdad no aprende mucho español. Y ahora empecé con vosotros 2 meses, ¿no? Creo.
Hace 2 meses, sí.
2 meses y claro, es mucho mejor, creo.
Muchísimo mejor. O sea, muchísimo mejor. Y
Sí.
todavía tenemos tiempo incluso para mejorar incluso más.
Y trabajos en inglés también. Y claro, ahora veo las películas en español, con subtítulos en español también. Y leo los libros o los cuentos en español. Y tengo un tándem también. Y sí, estoy muy feliz, muy contento.
How did you feel before starting with us?
Frustrated, I think. Yeah, frustrated because I've been in Spain for a couple of years and I wasn't able to have a conversation, right? Which was strange because when I lived in England for 1 year, I spoke fluent after 1 year, but the situation was very different. So, I wasn't as immersed in the culture, even though I was living here. So I think I needed an impactful way of getting immersed into the language, I think.
And how does your everyday life look like nowadays?
How does it look like? I mean, I went to the bank this morning to negotiate a new mortgage rate, right?
Seriously, in Spanish?
Yeah. Talking about...
That's awesome.
Yeah, talking about interest and variable and all that stuff. So I was more confident. I was able to, I went to the doctors talking about, my x-rays and different various options. So I'm a lot more confident. Yes, I still obviously make mistakes, right? Because it's practice. But I'm not scared to make mistakes anymore. And, I feel a lot more confident. When I meet friends at the weekends, a friend said to me last weekend, said to me, it's funny, we have a conversation like we're able to speak a lot more than, 2 or 3 months ago, where we weren't able to speak, hardly anything. So it definitely made a difference on the social level, but also on, on the more professional level, right? Being able to go to the bank and having a difficult conversation about interest rates, for example.
Amazing. And what did you like the best about the program so far? What's your highlight?
I think the highlight is the approach of using various channels to learn, if that makes sense. Right? So, you're encouraged to watch TV, listen to podcasts, use tandem, speak to friends and colleagues, read, right, as well, do exercises, various kind of exercises, a bit of gamification, which I really respond to really well, right? Because I'm an intuitive learner. I like to kind of play games, that kind of thing, rather than just reading. It's important. The grammar is important, and I've learned a lot. definitely. But I think emphasizing this with various ways of your own learning, I think made a huge impact. So using different channels to really learn rather than just focusing on one thing only, you know, which used to be grammar really only, or doing apps in the past where they do the same things, you know, talking about colors and numbers, or I have a dog, you know, that you're kind of beyond that already. You're kind of stuck in between. So I feel like it kind of picks up on these things, you know, you kind of feel there's a gap, for example. And I think I like that the most.
And who would you recommend this program to?
Who recommend it to? I mean, I think, you know, various people. I think in my case, I was living here but still struggled. So I think people who, and I met a lot of people living in Spain who've been here for a couple of years, who have even a partner in Spanish, but don't speak Spanish because it's just, you know, you're confident just speaking your own language. So I think people in this who are stuck, you know, who are stuck in the same situation, the same hamster wheel, I think I recommend it to those people with some experience for sure. So if you start from zero, then, you know, maybe, you know, it's fine to do an app for, you know, a couple of months. I think if you want to advance and be more confident, you know, anyone who wants to build confidence for job, for friendships, you know, build relationships or for job as well, I think I recommend it for those.
Muchísimas gracias, Gabriel. Y ahora todavía tenemos tiempo para mejorar y a tope.
Claro, claro que sí. Bueno, muchas gracias.
Perfecto.